of your guys' time, but I am so excited for today's call because we have so many powerful stories of women who have come from different walks of life. And before we really get into today's, segment and what we're going to be talking about, I want to make sure that I address that each and every single one of these stories should not be seen as typical. They are a factor of hard work, determination, skill sets being developed, but they are all possible. And that's what's really today is all about. The possibilities that you can create for yourself and your own life when you decide to go all in with the Isagenix opportunity. And we have an event coming up, the Choice Factor, where we're really going to be diving into how each of us created our lives that we've created today. But before we get into all of that, we're going to talk to you about our stories and really just level with you guys, tell you where we came from and how we've gotten to where we are today. So I'm super stoked. My name is Chelsea, and I'm going to kick off our call today and share a little bit about my story. So I started my Isagenix journey, believe it or not, 10 years ago. 10 years ago, I was introduced to this incredible company by my mom. And many of you are probably on this call today because somebody that you love has introduced you to this opportunity. They have invited you into this opportunity. Maybe it is a family member, maybe it is a friend, maybe it's a colleague, or maybe someone you met on social media. But I always love to let you guys know that if you were invited onto this call, I already have immense respect for you because I know that the person that invited you onto this call looks at you as somebody that they want to partner with, they want to work with, and that they want to be in a business with, which means that they respect you. So I'm so excited for you guys that you guys are here today. And my story started just like that. Somebody that I loved shared Isagenix with me. And at the time in my life, I was really not looking for a financial opportunity, but I was looking for a physical opportunity because I had just gained the freshman 15. I was a freshman in college. I had put on some extra weight and I was feeling really uncomfortable in my skin. And some of you might resonate with how that feels, to just not want to be in pictures, to feel like you're exhausted all the time, and just not to have the confidence of being and feeling your top self. And I decided to try the Isagenix products. I had incredible results with them. You can see here, I not only had incredible transformation in my body with the nutrition products that we have here, I was able to release the excess weight, feel absolutely amazing in my body. My energy went through the roof. My digestion system was finally working properly, but also my skin. We have an incredible product here called Collagen Elixir that literally transformed my skin after a decade of not being able to clear it up. And I became an avid product user for 3 years. But the beginning of my real story was about 3 years into my Isagenix experience. See, I was about to graduate from college and I was in a pretty good position. I was going to the #1 school in the world for entrepreneurship. I was graduating in the top 10% of my class. I had had a Fortune 500 internship, and I had a lot of really prestigious job offers. I knew that I could create a pretty successful life for myself if I had continued down that path. But at the same time, I had this feeling in the depth of my gut that it wasn't the path for me. See, I had always dreamed of being an entrepreneur. I grew up with very entrepreneurial parents, and I've always wanted to own my own business. But at the time, 22 years old, the idea of starting my own business with no capital, not really an idea of what I would want to start a business for, no experience, and knowing that 9 out of 10 traditional businesses fail and cost hundreds of thousands of dollars to get off the ground, I was kind of in a position where going down the traditional work route was kind of how I was being pushed. But lucky for me, my mom had gone before me and she had started building an Isagenix business. And what I saw happen over the course of 1, 2, 3 years while I was at school was our family's financial blueprint completely transform. I saw my mom go back into the workforce and be able to replace my dad's full-time income. He was the main breadwinner in our family, and he had his own business. At 55 years old, my mom was able to retire my dad. They became a full-time family, raising my brother, who's 7 years younger than me. And they were able to buy a second house on the beach and travel the world. And I was watching them do this, while at the same time, I had friends and peers who were really just kind of giving up. They were like, all right, well, college is over. Time to get to the real stuff. We're just going to work 5 days a week for 2 weeks for 2 days on the weekend and 2 weeks vacation. And it's going to suck from here. And that's just how it's going to be. And I was really thrown off. I was like, wait, we're 22 years old and we're all just okay with this being the future. And I will tell you, as I left that school, my peers went on to work 50, 60, 70, 80-hour work weeks. Now, did they make incredible incomes? Yes, but they got burnt out. And I saw my friends who had graduated years before me, and I saw how 2 and 3 and 4 years in, they were literally living for their jobs. And I had a dream of travel. I had this dream of traveling the world, of being able to see things, of experiencing life. And I didn't want to wait until retirement in my 60s to be able to do it. I wanted to be able to do it in my 20s. But I also had a really big dream and really big vision for my career. And I was coming to the point in my life where I felt like it was going to be my lifestyle or my career, that I had to choose between the two, that I was going to get stuck. And I didn't like that feeling that I had to pick one or the other. And so I decided maybe I needed to take a look at what this Isagenix opportunity could offer me, not just my parents, from a financial standpoint. And so I decided to go to one of our Isagenix events. This picture on the left right here is really funny because this is me at one of our very first Isagenix event. I don't even know these 3 people that are sitting around me, but I'm sharing the compensation plan with them. And I was practicing because we all start somewhere, right? And I go to this event and I had eyes wide open because what I saw was people of every single walk of life having incredible transformation in their lifestyle, in their finances. I saw people just like me who were able to travel the world and make the income. I saw people just like my parents and just all over the map. It didn't matter their occupation. It didn't matter their background. They were creating success here. And that's when I decided that I was going to go all in. And the rest is really history with my story, to be completely honest, because truly it's just the decision to go all in. I decided to graduate from school and make network marketing my full-time profession. And I've now been here for 7 years. And I can tell you that the opportunity that Isagenix gave me, nothing else would have been able to do. I lived in Bali for 6 months. I traveled to Croatia, Australia, Hawaii. I've literally lived in every single continent and traveled every single continent except for Antarctica. And I'm not interested in going there. So don't worry about it. I'm fine. Those are all the continents I need to touch. I've been able to grow my business from my cell phone and my laptop while also building a multiple 6-figure income for myself. That is completely a freedom income. And now my passion is for training my team to be able to do the same. I have so many incredible women on my team who are following in my footsteps, creating the same lifestyle for themselves. And so as I open up the call today, because you're going to hear many different stories than just mine, what I want you to know is that some people come to network marketing because they need a prayer answered. A lot of people do. They find Isagenix at their bottom. But I also want you to know that you don't have to be in a bad place for this to be an incredible idea. People used to ask me when I was graduating from college, well, are you sure you're going to do that thing? And I was like, absolutely. It's the best thing that I could do. So with that being said, I'm going to pass this off to our incredible Casey Tom, who's going to take it away with her story. Casey, you're on mute.
Thank you so much, Chelsea, for being so vulnerable and sharing such a powerful story. You guys, give Chelsea some love in the chat. This woman is the momentum. This woman is paving the way for our younger generation with her posture, her poise, her certainty, and her conviction. And I couldn't be more excited to be aligned with her. Now, a little bit about me. For those of you that do not know me, hello, my name is Casey Tom. I've been a fitness and wellness educator, speaker, keynote panelist for well over 15 years. As you can see on the screen before you, I used to travel the world educating in fitness, competing in CrossFit competitions, as well as educating the absolute best of fitness and wellness professionals, teaching them how to guide their client down their hero's journey. And that to me was life. I wanted more than anything to continue to help as many people as possible. But what I was missing was my ability to have more time. There were not nearly enough hours in the day for me to have the ability to have the impact that I desired to have in my life. And I didn't know what I didn't know. I had always been a no to network marketing strictly because of my ego. I said no for over 12 years to any opportunity because nothing fit my quality, efficacy standards, as well as my core values. But it wasn't until I was ready to hear. It was when I was finally ready to listen and hear from someone that had as much confidence as me, but also certainty in where it was that I could go. Because you see, friends, stress hits us. And sometimes we don't realize the amount of stress that impacts us until we can look in the mirror. And when you see on the next slide that comes before you, I am a direct reflection of what stress did to my body. On that left-hand picture, you see that is a direct impact of stress. I needed to alleviate and release stress. I didn't know who that woman was. And I wanted more time to be with my family and to be with my daughter, JoJo. And when I was presented this incredible opportunity with the best products in the world as a functional diagnostic nutrition practitioner, I released over 22 pounds of inflammation. And I started to feel my absolute best. But what I didn't realize was that sharing this incredible and amazing vehicle could provide me the time and the impact that I desired to have so badly in my life. All I wanted was to be a better mom, a better woman, a better friend, a better leader. But most importantly, I wanted to have the ability to have so much more impact on a global scale. I had gone through a bankruptcy in 2018 because of wanting to have more impact and wanting to have the right vehicle to provide me with that impact. And here we are with the most incredible financial vehicle. And when I saw that I could earn income simply by sharing life-giving products and speaking to you as a health expert, nobody can trump the products that we have. What you see on the screen here is true cellular cleansing and intermittent fasting protocols at its finest with the absolute best herbs in the world. When you fuel your body with supplementation that works, your body creates miracles. And I am one of millions of miracles that have been created within our incredible Isagenix wellness systems. So when I saw this opportunity 2.5 years ago, I ran with ignorance on fire, because what you see on the screen here is my biggest why, my daughter, JoJo. And I casted vision for my incredible and amazing humans that were coming with me. I asked people to come with me, come join me for more impact, have better health, have more abundance. And I brought my entire team to Colorado, and we popped and celebrated champagne on top of mountains as they too were celebrating the legacy and the impact that they desired to have. And that is why I am here. That's why I have chosen this vehicle, because it is my personal belief as a health professional and as a mom and as a friend and as a leader that you cannot find a vehicle anywhere else in this world that provides the leveraged income that we have, the simple systems that we have within this incredible opportunity, the market disrupting products, but most importantly, the community. We are a different breed of human within this community and this culture. And I could not be more proud as a mother to be raising my daughter in this culture with these incredible humans, but most importantly, to truly see that my visions are coming to life, to have the ability to truly create the best soccer school in the world for other athletes to come to create the biggest dog sanctuary as well in Colorado, and then as well to retire my mother. None of this would have been possible if I didn't choose to widen my lens and choose to say yes. And instead of saying, why not me? I chose to say, this can be me. And so I'm so excited and so honored now to introduce you to my next incredible, amazing business partner, Sydney, as she shares with you her journey throughout this incredible company.
Thank you so much, Casey and Chelsea. You guys are two of my biggest inspirations, and I have learned so much from you guys over the years. I am Sydney Lish. I have been with Isagenix for the last 5 years. And when I started at the age of 22 years old, this was my reality, you guys. It wasn't pretty. It wasn't cute. I was a college student. I was working 3 different jobs, and I was burnt out physically, emotionally, financially, and I had $50 left to my name when I found Isagenix. I met a woman online. She hired me to help her with her fitness regimen and her nutrition while she was launching her Isagenix business. And we became really fast friends. And, she reached out and she said, I see how hard you're working. I see how exhausted you are. I see how much you're doing every single day. What would your life look like if you could have more free time? What would your life look like if you didn't have to be working 80 hours a week? What would your life look like if you could choose to design your days rather than have other people design them for you? And as I was thinking about that, I was going to become a high school PE teacher, guys. I didn't have a big vision for my life. And as soon as I started to get asked those questions, I already was all in. I bought the products, I put the products in my body. And as you guys can see in the next slide, the products transformed my life in so many ways. I went from a bodybuilder who was extremely lean to rebounding after competing to now having a really, really balanced lifestyle in my body, as well as the transformation with the collagen elixir, which is my absolute favorite product. But it wasn't just the products for me that really changed my life with this company. I remember, much like Chelsea, much like Casey, going to my first event, and I actually remember so clearly seeing Emily, who is actually going to be speaking in a little bit, the youngest millionaire in our company, as well next to her, Jimmy Smith, the oldest millionaire in our company. And I went to that event with no money. I slept with 8 people in a hotel room, and I got myself there. And when I saw them come up on stage and I saw how normal, how grounded they were, but also how successful they were, I looked over to my mentors and I said, if they can do this, I can do this too. And after coming out of that event, I decided to go absolutely balls to the walls with Isagenix, and one person after the next person, helping one person after the next person with their health transformations, with their financial transformations, making other people's paychecks more important than my own. Focusing on that year after year, day after day, my life started to change. And I went from completely broke, right, sleeping with my mentor at my mentor's house, to creating a life that I legit only thought would be possible in my dreams, or if I got lucky, or for some of you, you may resonate, if I married a rich man, right? And instead, I'm going to be the rich man. How many of you guys have seen that on social media, right? I decide to be the rich man. And so I decided to continue day after day to help person after person to make more of an impact. And really, it all started with me. I wanted to pay bills. I wanted to have a car. I wanted to have my own apartment. I wanted to have freedom of choice. And now it has become so much more than that. It's become impacting other people's lives and really, really, really leaving a legacy. And what I'll say, this company is so much more than products. This company is so much more than even a business. This company is a petri dish of growth. It is the opportunity to create freedom of choice. And again, live your life by design rather than by default, because without choice, we literally have nothing, right? Without choice, we feel trapped. Type of one in the chat box if you've ever felt like you don't have a choice in a certain area of your life. This opportunity gives you the choice to release that entrapment and step into any life that you desire. Any life that you desire. And it's proof, because every single one of us on this call, all 5 women, were in a rough place before Isagenix. We got presented and we chose to change our lives. We chose, right? So I inspire and empower you today. If you're in a place of choosing to change your life with this opportunity or staying the same, If you stay the same, we're still going to love you the same. But if you choose differently, you can leave such a lasting impact that's so much greater than you even see right now. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce one of the most beautiful spirited people I know. She's truly my best friend. I've known her for 4 years, and she has created insane results in the last few years of her business. So Nath, without further ado, take it away.
Thank you so much, Sydney. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited to be here, everyone. And I really want you all to just take a second and see yourself in one of these women so far, because Chelsea, Casey, Sydney's story, my story, and then we're going to hear from Emily. Every single one of us have similar threads through our stories, and yet we're so different. And the reasons that we came to Isagenix and the ways that we've had success are so different. So before Isagenix, I was working at the #1 hospital in the country as a clinical research coordinator. The dream on my heart was to go into medicine and be a doctor. I always had the heart of service. I wanted to help people, and I also wanted to make good money. But as I was working in the medical field, running clinical trials, I realized that I wasn't going to be able to make the impact that I wanted to make through that career. I was lonely, I was dissatisfied, and I was actively looking for something to fill my time outside of work. How many of you can relate that maybe the 9 to 5 just isn't cutting it for you? We have so many other hours in the day as well. And I was looking to fill my time as well. And it wasn't until I came across a post on Facebook about a health and wellness internship that's how I was introduced to Isagenix. I watched this video of young person after young person living the life of their dreams, a life that you've heard Chelsea live and Casey and Sydney. And I realized that this opportunity could actually fill the void in my life that I was looking for, to have more. I also was so excited to be aligned with a health and wellness company because I was always into health and wellness. And I realized I didn't want to be in sick care, but I wanted to be in healthcare. You can see on the slides on the screen, my favorite product, the BIA, the natural energy drink, and then my before and afters. As I put these products in my body and I said yes to Isagenix, the inflammation decreased, the bloating decreased. I was so insecure in my body because I was stressed out, like Casey was talking about, working in the medical field, that these products spoke for themselves. But with that being said, I wasn't ready for the business when I first said yes to Isagenix. My story is a little bit different than the other women that you've heard from this morning. Some of you on this call, you may have already had past network marketing experience, or maybe you've been in Isagenix for a while, or you're coming back to Isagenix after a couple of years. And I can tell you that the first time I said yes wasn't actually the time that I built my business. I was involved in the community. It helped me see the vision of what was possible with a vehicle like Isagenix and like network marketing, but I wasn't ready. I wasn't the woman that was going to be able to take this on, which I'm going to talk about in a second. But at the end of the day, I got distracted. I ended up having a 6-figure sales career and being very successful financially. And at the end, I realized that I was still in the rat race, even though I was in that career, and I changed what I was doing from the medical field into the sales space. And every single day, I would go to bed. I don't know if any of you can relate to this, but I would go to bed thinking about Isagenix, thinking about what was possible. And some of you may be realizing that as well, that maybe you've been seeing this vision for a while and you just haven't become the person that you get to become in order to have success here. So for 3 years, I took a step back from my business and I decided to go to work on myself because I realized that nothing else out there, having a high-paying sales career, like Sydney even mentioned, maybe being in a relationship where you can have that financial success, the financial freedom that's offered here is unmatched and unlike anything else that's out there. And if you can relate to that, if you've realized there's nights where you can't go to bed because you're thinking about that and you're wondering, what if I said yes to this? What if I could live the life of my dreams, whether that's traveling the world or being a present mom with your family? I knew that I needed to go to work and figure out how I was going to make this happen. So really I went into personal development. I went into leadership development. I learned the skill sets to have success here. And if some of you are thinking, I don't know if I could be those girls on that screen, I don't know if I can do that, I'm not a good public speaker, or I don't have that transformation on the products, or I don't know anyone, right? I had all of those things too. And I just went to work on my skill sets. I went to work on becoming the woman that you see here today, day in and day out. And once I became that woman, and as I became that woman, the rest is history. Within 6 months of really pouring that love and belief into myself, I was able to go full time with my Isagenix business after 4 years and replace my income in my sales career. And now I'm so excited because I have the privilege of supporting other women who were just like me, who didn't have the belief in themselves, but they had the vision and they had the dreams. And if you hear nothing else from me this morning, I want you to hear that if you're willing to put the work in and learn the skills, you can make it happen here. If you have a burning desire to change something in your life and you have that fire in your belly to do something different, to get different results, you are in the right place here. And I have the privilege and the honor of introducing our last and final speaker, Emily Ford. And this woman has developed the skill sets. She's put the work in to make this happen. And I'm so excited. Take it away, Em.
Oh, thank you. I am so inspired. Type a 1 in the chat right now if you are feeling lit, inspired, if you're feeling in your heart so much possibility. Oh my goodness, these are the exact feelings that I had 13 years ago. You see, this is me. I call this my hot mess express photo. But this day, I know I look chaotic, but it was truly the day where I felt relief. I felt relief, not because I had any money. I hadn't made a dime yet by sharing these incredible products and solutions, but because I finally had hope for the future. I finally had a plan to actually build my dream life. You see, most people just talk about dreams. We all have dreams, but what is the plan to get there? And I met a woman at an LA Fitness in Minnesota who had been on the Isagenix system. You may have heard, you've seen the photos, the incredible photos. She took the products, released 90 pounds, and I saw that transformation, and that was incredible. But then I saw her start to build a life, as Sydney said, by design. And I wanted that so bad. I was a nanny. I was a massage therapist. I also competed in fitness. I worked every day, every hour that you could work. And I still would pay my bills and hardly had any spare change left over. And I remember thinking to myself, is this it? Is this life? So I started to be open. Be open. Say in the chat, be open. I started to be open to a new business model, which the more I learned about it, I realized this was the wave of the 21st century. This was the wave of the future. This is where the world was going. And I leaned in, not knowing what the heck I was doing, but I knew that I knew that I knew that I knew that if not this, then what? You see, I was on a quest to find a way to make money while I was sleeping, truly, and help others do the same. So in my first year of Isagenix, I replaced my income of being a nanny, of being a massage therapist, and that was great. But then I started to just do the same things I did in the first year. I started to do it even more. And I started to share with people one of our solutions that I believe is the best solution, which is the financial opportunity. I started to help people release weight, get the glow up, but I said, but wait, you must have dreams. But wait, what if we paid for your family's grocery bills? But wait, what if we paid for your family's mortgage? But wait, what if you went on that sexy vacation with your husband that you've been putting off for years because the basement flooded? But wait, and the ripple effect started to happen. And we are not slowing down. Why? Look at the world today. All you have to do is look at the news. All you have to do is open your eyes, and maybe you're facing it right now. And my guess is you are. My guess is you are. Take this as a gift, as an opportunity. Let me pass the torch and let you turn your light on, just like what happened to me and so many of these other incredible people. And I want you to know that this profession doesn't look at your status. It doesn't matter your marital status. It doesn't matter if you went to college, didn't go to college. It doesn't matter your ethnicity. It doesn't matter if you're straight, if you're gay. It doesn't matter what age you are. Okay. 18 is when you can really start your business. But, you know, we have people crushing it. We have people that are grandparents and they look better in their 60s than they did in their 40s. This profession doesn't matter. You can put in an hour a day, 2 hours a day, or you can go full out. But I will tell you, our products are world-class. You see, I'm honored to speak on behalf of the network marketing profession. I'm in the world of products. I'm in the world of biohacking. I'm in LA. I live on the beach, thanks to Isagenix. And I will tell you that we spend over $3 million a year testing our products. Product innovation is key. In fact, I just had my nootropic here just a second ago. Great for brain health and just to get you going. I feel as I'm 35 years old, I look better. My skin is tighter from taking collagen elixir, and I'm able to maintain a healthy body. I travel the world speaking. I have a very vigorous schedule and a top rated show here in LA. Most people look at me and they're like, how do you do what you do? Because my health is number one, and I have products that no matter where I am in the world are the foundation of my health. So there's no more yo-yo dieting. There's no more binge eating that I used to suffer with, thanks to our adaptogenic herbs helping. You see, our systems will meet you where you're at. I started broke, but I knew that I eat food. Who eats food? We all do. One superfood shake is under $4 a meal for a complete superfood meal. So that's why we have so many people flocking to Isagenix, healthcare professionals, as you've heard, people that know a lot about nutrition, but people that know nothing. But all that happens is you put the products in your body and it becomes the miracle that God created it to be. Which, if you look at this from a business opportunity, especially in a downward economy, this is consumable, it's emotional, and it is certainly visible. You will get what we call the hashtag Isa Glow. So what I recommend for you, if you're feeling anything right now, is you start your virtual business. You start your online business. You open up your account, and believe me, you're going to want to do it hashtag now. Okay. Open your account and order products that are going to work for what you're looking for. I recommend, it's not on here, it's called the value pack. If you're like, I really want to start this, maybe you're a personal trainer, maybe you're a blogger, maybe you're a stay-at-home mom and you're like, let's go, let's have the sexiest fall of our life. Let's like really put these products to the test, because it comes with a 30-day money back guarantee. Just go for our value pack. But if you want to really, look at, the collagen, we have businesses building with collagen. We have beauty spas, beauty pros. My spray tanner builds the collagen business. My eyebrow girl builds the collagen business. My hairdresser does. There's really no limits here. We serve everybody, which is so exciting. So get started. You can do our trial. I recommend doing 2 clinical doses a day, or you can do our coveted 30-day system. And you'll get a meal guide that goes with that. See what happens when you put these products in your body. It is so simple. And this is not a diet. Okay. This is balancing your body. That's what this is. In Latin, Isagenix means balanced life. That is truly what we're doing here. And then we want to invite you. So after you get enrolled, we want to invite you. I don't know about you, but I'm truly inspired and moved by the women that shared today. And I'm privileged and honored to work with them. And we've come together along with Dr. Joshua Plant, who's our product formulator. He is an absolute genius. Okay. If you love our collagen, you should love him. Okay. We're going to be having an event along with one of the #1 sales trainers in the whole world. Daniel G is flying in Los Angeles. We want to invite you to join us in person. If you know anybody in this area, we know we have people driving from Vegas, from Arizona, from all over. Come see us in real life. Come get ignited, come launch your business or relaunch your business. We know this event's going to sell out. They can drop the tickets in the chat. Come to LA, make it a day to remember. You know, I even recommend just talking to you friend to friend. You could stay by the beach and you could stay an extra day if you wanted to and work on your business. You could do meetings here. You could even write it off. We didn't even talk about the tax benefits of joining this business, okay? So we want to invite you to that, but more importantly, we want to invite you in to our Isagenix community. This is just one of many, many events that we have, and all of us women would love to meet you in person and would love to grow with you. So if this call has impacted you in any way, we ask that you share it. We'll have the recording for you. We share it with someone. I'm sure you're driving right now. I'm sure you're spending at this time in the US, it's Saturday, you're with your family, but don't be selfish. Share it with someone. And if you're thinking, I want to get started, but I don't have the funds, share this video with 2 people and let's get your products paid for straight away. And now you've just hit the first rank in our business. Okay. It's that simple. Either way, whatever you do in your life, we wish you nothing but the best and send you love and light, and just have the most beautiful day and keep dreaming. And more importantly, I'd say keep acting on those dreams. God bless.